Welcome to Dosis de Cultura. Today we'll travel through time with 50 history questions that everyone should be able to answer. From the earliest civilizations of humanity to the most impactful events of the 21st century, are you ready? Let's begin. Who was the Mongol leader who created the largest land empire in history? Who is Quiscan? In what year did the Western Roman Empire fall? In the year 476 AD, who was the first emperor of Rome? Caesar Augustus? What was the first known civilization? The Sumerians. Which war was caused by the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand? World War I. Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Michelangelo. Who was the first president of the United States? George Washington? What treaty ended the First World War? The Treaty of Versailles? In which century did the Industrial Revolution begin? In the 18th century? Who was the leader of Nazi Germany during World War II? Adolf Hitler? Which city was the first to be attacked with an atomic bomb in 1945? 745. Hiroshima. In what year did the Berlin Wall fall? In 1989, 389. Which country was the first to send a human being into space? The Soviet Union. Who was the first president of South Africa after the end of apartheid? Nelson Mandela. In what year did the attack on the Twin Towers in New York occur? In 2001. Who was the first emperor of China? Who was the first emperor of... Who was the last pharaoh of Egypt? Cleopatra? What economic and social system predominated in medieval Europe? Feudalism? Which of these Greek philosophers was the teacher of Alexander the Great? Aristotle? What famous structure did the Romans build to transport water to the cities? The aqueducts. In what year did Christopher Columbus first arrive in America? In 1492, subscribe to the channel. Which Babylonian king is famous for his code of laws? Hammurabi. Which treaty divided America between Spain and Portugal in 1494? The Treaty of Tordesillas. Which country was attacked by Germany in 1939, starting World War II? Poland. Which civilization built the city of Machu Picchu? Was it the Incas? Which famous revolution began in 1917? The Russian Revolution? What event marked the beginning of the Middle Ages? The fall of the Western Roman Empire? Which city was the capital of the Byzantine Empire until its fall in 1453? Constantinople. Who is this character? Is it Isaac Newton? Which one from the United States was assassinated in 1963? 163. John F. Kennedy. Which country left the European Union in 2020? The United Kingdom. Where was paper invented? In China. Before the invention of paper, what material did the Egyptians use to write? Papyrus? Which civilizations fought in the Persian Wars? Persians and Greeks? Where and when was gunpowder invented? In China in the 9th century. What was the motto of the French Revolution? Liberty, equality, and fraternity. Who was the last queen of France before the French Revolution? Marie Antoinette? Where were the first Olympic Games of the modern era held? In Greece? Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize? Was it Marie Curie? Who was the first man to set foot on the moon? Neil Armstrong on July 20, 1969. What was the capital of the Aztec Empire? Tenochtitlan. What did the Titanic hit? With an iceberg? What was the name of the space mission that took the first human to the moon? Apollo 11. Where was Juana de Arco born? In France? What has been the bloodiest battle in history? The Battle of Stalingrad in World War II. Besides polonium, what other chemical element did Marie Curie discover? Radium? Who formulated the theory of relativity? Albert Einstein. Which astronomer formulated the heliocentric theory that states the sun is at the center of the solar system? Nicholas Copernicus. In which battle was Napoleon Bonaparte definitively defeated? The Battle of Waterloo. When was the Panama Canal officially inaugurated? In 1914. Which for an Egyptian is famous for having been discovered in his almost intact tomb in 1922. If you answer this question correctly, you could be mentioned in the next video, so hurry up. Congratulations to all the subscribers who answered correctly in the previous video. Now keep testing yourself with this amazing challenge you have on screen. I'll see you in the next dose of culture. See you soon.